What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Burke, aka Dan's8 here, and welcome to this first part of the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC from Elden Ring. It has been well over a year and a half since I finished uploading my mammoth playthrough of this game, and I have to say Elden Ring has probably been my favourite game since The Last of Us in like 2013. I had an incredible time with this game. I've sunk more hours into Elden Ring than probably any other game, honestly, even including Final Fantasy X probably in the last few years. Well over, I would say, 200 to 250 hours all in, like all different types of things that I've done for the game. This is the file that I did the main playthrough with, and this is the one that we are going to fire up the DLC with. So before we begin, let me just quickly mention a few things, because it's going to be another long playlist. And first of all, thank you so much to everybody that's joined me on my Elden Ring journey so far. Obviously, it's something very different from what I'm known best for, which is my Final Fantasy content. But there's been a lot of you joining the adventure, and Elden Ring is basically one of the most successful series I've had outside of Final Fantasy in terms of commentary playthroughs. So thank you all so much for that, and I would really appreciate your support, especially for this first episode. So if you hit that like button, it would be massively appreciated. Now, this particular file, I wanted to originally go in with my first playthrough, like a new game file, but this is a New Game Plus file. So if anybody who's watched the main commentary playlist, I completed the game, but for Moog and Melania, I needed to rely on my Mimic tier in order to win in the end. I just couldn't do it. And what I did, like a few months later, was to basically come back, start a New Game Plus, and speed run my way back to Moog and Melania and take them on without the Mimic tier to kind of get my revenge. And this is actually that save file. So technically, this is a New Game Plus file. So you can see here there's not a lot of graces that have been activated, so I've basically, I looked up some guides and I did a couple of skips and stuff, and I managed to get my way back to here as quickly as possible. And that is why I am here. So these are the stats that we're working with. I'm at level 158, and we are going in with New Game Plus. So, I mean, Soulsborne is obviously notoriously difficult. Their DLCs are even more difficult. I've done the Bloodborne DLC in the past, and it was an incredible DLC with basically the best bosses of the game, in my opinion. And so, man, given how great Elden Ring was, I am so excited to be doing the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So I've basically been counting down here. There's a few minutes left to go. Hopefully, if I've done this correctly, I don't know how exactly it's going to work. I might have to quit and come back into the game, but this should be the trigger point to begin the DLC. So we're going to see how this goes. New Game Plus is going to be quite brutal. I've sunk a huge amount of hours into the game, but I would say, honestly, I'm far from an expert at the game. I mean, anyone who's watched the playthrough would have seen. Yeah, of course, I got through the game, I completed it, and I did have some good moments, I would say. But at this stage, I would say the biggest feathers in my cap is that I've managed to beat Melania twice without summoning the Mimic tier so far, albeit with what I would consider a pretty cheesy weapon, which is what I'm using right now. And so the reason that you're watching this current background footage before actually stepping into the DLC is because I literally used this file as a speed run to get to Moog and Melania, and this meant that I literally bypassed Radahn, and I completely forgot that you have to fight Radahn to be able to unlock the DLC. So there I was sitting in front of Moog and being like, what the hell, why is this not appearing? And the reason it didn't appear was because I hadn't beaten Radahn in this New Game Plus file. So just to do it as quickly as possible, I summoned everybody and I made sure I got the job done. But this is why I had to have a little rematch with Radahn. But from here on, we are going to dive into the DLC. Thank you all for your patience, and I hope we all enjoy. Let's go for it. Okay, here we go. Something has changed. Who are you?
Ah. Were you guided here by kindly Miquella? I am Leda. And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid.
I mean, is there ever anyone kindly in these universes? I'm not so sure. But it's finally time to find out. Let's get it. Elden Ring DLC, baby. Let's go. Woo! Excited. Okay, here we are. Somehow I feel like it's not going to be like the first episode of Elden Ring where I didn't really die. Like I died against a grafted scion, obviously, but I didn't die that much because there was so much like open world and I could sneak around, do stuff like that. But I think DLC you're a bit more likely to get thrown in the deep end and things will be pretty immediately dangerous, I feel. There it is. Wow. Already looks gorgeous. The art direction of this game is just so stunning. It's really special. And there's that giant flaming guy that I've seen in the promos. It looks super cool. It's got like a mix of like Liurnia feel, like Liurnia Limgrave obviously, but with a more kind of, I guess, ghostly, deathly aura. Super cool. Okay, so first things, let's see if we get anyone talking to us, anything happening here. Shadow Realm Blessing. Erdtree Blessing, Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Okay. Maybe that's a little more like Sekiro style level ups. But what I won't do is waste the 224,000 runes I now have. Thanks mostly to beating Radon. At this stage, I think my vigor's at 55. I think the soft cap's at 60. So I should probably do that. And it gives me one more fire protection point. And something tells me I could run into a lot of fire problems here. So let's just go for that. But because it's New Game Plus especially, I'm just going to get hit like an absolute truck here. I don't have every single item. I did manage to get a platinum run. But there's still definitely some things that are missing, but I never really went back to make sure I got every single thing possible. So for now, I'm just going to kind of roll with whatever I was doing at the end of the main run, and then we'll kind of change things up as we go. But now I can't see shit. Is that fire guy, like the giant, going to be the next, like the first big fight? Is he like the tree sentinel of this one? So many tombstones. Okay, here we go. First enemy. Okay. Excellent start. Oh, a lot of HP. That Taker's Flame did not do as much as I hoped. Ouch. Very weird fighting style. Shielding as well. Lordy, there you go. That's exactly what I was assuming would happen here. I don't know how regular an enemy that is, or if that's more of a mini-boss. I feel like that one's been very strategically placed. Like, they want you to encounter that enemy. I don't think there's going to be tons of them just walking around. Holy shit. Okay. Let's have a look. I do have a ton of weapons, but not, like, a lot of them are not leveled up to, like, the full level. I did use my twin blade again. I went back like old school against Moog when I beat him again. Maybe I should just go back to my old twin blade ways. Maybe like nothing in here is susceptible to bleed damage, so some of the stuff that we've been crutching. Because I mean, these guys have been watching us play for so long. And they know exactly what we're using and what we're not using. Okay, some bleed happened there. That's a good sign. Good start. Ah, got me again. That was nasty. There we go. First enemy of the DLC killed, let's go. And the fact that it gave some of my flasks back leads me to think that that was a little sign of what's to come. Oh man. So yeah, I am playing online for now just because I thought maybe that was what was needed to trigger the DLC. We'll keep it for now. But I tend to go offline usually. Now, is that a map? That would be kind of nice if we got one quick. Man, I'm really digging just the general look of this game so far. Like, it looks so familiar, but also has such a different feel already. And there it is. Wayside Plain. Now, Miyazaki was quoted as saying it's about the size of Limgrave, and everybody kind of knows that he tends to undersell majorly with that shit. And I saw a tweet from Vati, the legendary Vati, who said, yeah, it is like the size of Limgrave if you stacked 5 Limgraves on top of each other. So I would not be surprised if it's a very big area. Maybe again there's some like depths and that kind of thing too. So yeah, I'm going to be taking it nice and slow, taking it at my own pace. This is basically, I think, the last Elden Ring content we're ever going to get in terms of like expansions and actual like new content from the developer. And so I really want to just enjoy this and make the best of it. So buckle up, kids. It's going to be a long summer of new Elden Ring content. But given how many people rolled with me for like the 185 episodes or whatever of the main series, I think that's a good sign. 707 from those guys? Holy. You saw the Twin Blade is swift. But I mean, it looks like I'm heading for a collision course with the giant flame thing already. I think it already has a name. Like in the promo materials and stuff, they shared the name of it, but I forgot. Black Firefly. Fireflies, huh? You know I dig that. I literally uploaded a video called Oran Ring. Well, not Oran Ring, that was like the code name for it that I had. But it was basically Final Fantasy X's Oran is transported into the lands between of Elden Ring. If you haven't seen it before, definitely should. Okay, seeing some death marks here. Taking the most direct path for now. Okay. Do I want to try and enter this little building thing? Maybe I should. Now I have a big overhead, maybe I should still keep my bolt of Grand Sax or my ice hatchet for now, just to give me a little extra insurance. Can I get away with not having that equipped? I can. I think we'll go for just general all-round stuff for now. That health bar is stupidly big. But I've definitely been hearing reports of it doesn't matter how big your health bar is, like they absolutely destroy you in the DLC. I think someone was like, they had literally like a level 713 character, and they said they were sort of dying in like 2 hits or something from some of the toughest bosses, so Yeah, don't bank on that big health bar counting for much when shit gets serious. Wait, also Torrent. Totally forgot. Torrent is here. It is the Torrent we know, right? I was wondering if something has changed about Torrent. Because obviously the first promo shot that we got was literally Miquella riding Torrent, so that's definitely curious. The main thing I just gotta know is Melina Miquella? Ever since I saw that theory video, it's been playing on my mind, and Torrent's one of the main reasons I believe that might be true, because she's kind of the one that gives us Torrent in the playthrough. Shadow Realm rune. Nice. Okay. Also, one thing that I have been talking about more recently is super bosses. Now again, for Bloodborne, I remember that basically like the bosses in Bloodborne were notably harder than the main game and like really, really iconic. But I'm thinking for Elden Ring, like for example, you've got Melania. And Melania's already basically gone down in history as being one of the hardest like video game bosses of all time. And so iconic, and I'm like, how are they going to one-up Melania in the DLC? And one thing I've been thinking is that I'm very surprised so far that a game like Elden Ring hasn't had at least one super boss where they have a mechanic where they do not allow you to summon anyway. So no mimic tears, no like co-op, no nothing. It's like they find a mechanic where they get instantly banished or something like that. And that's very surprising to me. And I feel like maybe this DLC has something like that. And there is our first weapon, the Blade of Mercy. I'm going to have a look at that shortly. But yeah, I feel like in a game like Elden Ring where there's so many bosses, that's one thing that I wouldn't kind of begrudge them doing. When you have like literally 150 bosses or whatever you have, just one of them basically having a quote-unquote cheap mechanic of not letting you summon. I think that's fair, man. So we'll see if they go for that. Probably not. But still. Okay. Let's have a look at this first weapon. Oh man, I have so many now, like finding the right one. Was it a talisman? Yeah, it was a talisman. Okay. Raises attack power after each critical hit. I think for these, I kind of want to have a look at the lore now and then. Hornsent employed this to honorably end the suffering of a compatriot. After claiming numerous lives, the dagger is now broken, but has acquired a spectral aura. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so already a couple little goodies here in DLC. Okay, buddy. Yeah. I know. All your resentment lingers yet. The raw stuff from which I shall surely forge a curse upon the dastard Mesmer's head, upon Marika's children, each and all. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get closer to this guy. I'm going to see what appears, the name, all that kind of stuff. And, well, we should be able to avoid it if we want. So, yeah, probably not a smart idea to engage this guy right now. But oh, damn, I've got two of them. Alright, let's see. See, from panic I already did my So it doesn't even have a name. Oh my god. Only just kicking. Wow. Whoa. Oh. Oh my god. I think once you're off torrent, you've got little chance of doing anything here. Half a health bar gone. I think we might need another strategy for this one. Oh, that range is incredible. I guess we have to jump over it. I think that must be the only way. I don't think he's very bothered by my attacks right now. But yeah, I do think this has got to be a torrent fight. There's no way. Ah, I went too early. The fact that this guy is not even some kind of main boss is nuts. Does that mean maybe we're not supposed to fight it? Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, the amount of health is just obscene. I kind of want to move on just because I can't do enough damage, really. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is try and use this talisman. Because I am hearing like the sound of a critical hit now and then. I'm only going to try this once though. I don't want to spend the whole first episode fighting this guy. I mean, does he even have a weak spot? Holy shit. Does he have a weak spot? The answer is yes. Alright, now I kind of don't want to die. Oh, I pressed jump. Hey. I'm pressing it. I swear I'm pressing it. Quick. This could be the end. Oh, iframes. Ugh. had to be when I'm this close. Yeah. In you go. That's dope. That is dope. Fair enough. That was so unlucky though. I swear I got the jump. I guess I was too close. When you're close enough, you get hit by the shockwave as opposed to just like the flame on the ground. But that's fine. I can definitely beat that guy. That's not a problem. What I can actually do is also... Let's get rid of Mimic Tear for now. I'm not saying I'll never use him, but remember we're playing New Game +2, so everything's a bit extra kind of rough here. Shadow Realm Room. The Erdtree is the shadow of the Erdtree. No wonder Grace shines ever so brilliantly. But yeah, I wanted to see if I had any of those fruits to give. Yeah. Honestly, it might be useful. Yeah, now that I know what I'm doing, I'm going to edit ahead. I should be able to beat this guy. I think we'll be okay now. Alright, here we go. Here's my chance. Finish it. Let's go. Yeah. There you go. Deflecting hard tier. Furnace Visage. Okay, they're just called furnaces? Interesting. So yeah, they're not even, well, they're not even a real boss, I would say. Sheesh. What is a furnace's visage, though? Doesn't seem to be a talisman. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what it is that I got. I couldn't even find in my inventory, but we'll see. For now, let's continue to explore. It's been a while since I've done this. I gotta do it for old time's sake. Stomp on him. Okay. This is a bit dangerous, but this is perfect. This is why I just love this axe so much. Well, more specifically, this Ash of War. Like, trying to do all of that was just like one sword. Forget that. Okay, backhand blade. Surely now I can find this piece of equipment. There you go. Okay. What is that sign by? It's an Ash of War, I guess. So the horn scent have been mentioned a couple of times already so far. We got this side. Actually, I should probably pick up my runes. That'll probably be smart. It's probably been like half an hour. I haven't even got past like the first central expanse yet. Oh man. Aha. That's some kind of rune sign there. Let's go for it. Yeah, so then the NPC mentioned that we'd find more gathered around the sign and they'd be helping us. Right, okay, blessing. Blessing fragments can be found across the realm of shadow. Consume these science waves to bolster your Erdtree blessing. The Erdtree blessing bolsters the recipient's abilities to deal and negate damage but has no influence outside the realm of shadow. Okay, that's smart. So, pretty self-explanatory. Imperium Blood Virgin. Okay. So let's quickly rest up first, and then we'll talk to this NPC. Erdtree Blessing. Deal and negate damage. Okay. So yeah, they're like golden seeds, I guess, in the sense that you find them, I guess, probably by these signs. Okay. I see. Okay. Okay.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke of you. You're that tarnished. Guided here by kindly Miquella. Weren't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn.
Ooh.
In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, another thing. Did you speak to our dour little friend? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the Cross's whereabouts. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Miquella the Kind's footprints. If you've yet to do so, be sure, assuming you intend to.
Okay. Yeah, I really feel like they're overplaying the whole kind Miquella situation here, but wait, I can touch the cross. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here the first of the flesh of my body.
Fie, another. Treading the heels of Miquella. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned. But understand, your kind are not forgiven. The Erdtree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed. Set aflame. I believe Miquella's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I see your kind as worthy.
Oh, interesting.
And yet my oath I cannot overlook. If Miquella it is whom you would seek, then comrade, allow me to give you this. These are the sites of the crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Miquella. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me.
Okay. Cool. There we go. Now we can get a better look at this place. And now we have a little bit more story already. So, Marika burned this tree and then, I guess, vanished into the realm of the Erdtree. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, I guess maybe by each of these crosses is probably going to lead to some kind of boss. And we have to defeat each one to kind of trace Miquella's footsteps here. Let's check this. Inventory is so bloody huge. Let's do this order of acquisition too. Can barely see it. My TV's too far away. Okay, so on closer inspection, I can only see 3 of them in this particular map. But one of them is definitely through the tunnel, so, well, this gateway or whatever it is. So I think that's the next port of call. I think it's pretty obvious they want you to at least try and go down this path. One of many, I assume, will go down. So let's do it. Who will be the first named boss of the DLC, and what kind of level are we truly working with? Not rower fruit. I guess now we'll also find out if each cross has like some kind of power-up attached to it. But I think the first boss is coming pretty soon. It would be nice to have the first kind of major boss of the DLC in the first episode of it too. I want to see this exceedingly rare to find. A young shoot, heavy with Empyrean blood, material used for crafting items, said to burgeon forth from where the golden blood of Miquella, the wounded Empyrean. Ah, I guess this is a crafting material too. A stone mask surrounded by cold horns, depicting the fell god of fire that haunts the sagas of the Hornsent. Ah, this is a bolstering material. Okay, a splinter of the Skater tree that contains golden brilliance. Acquired at the Church of Marika and other places in the realm of shadow. Consume these at sites of grace to bolster your Skater tree blessing. Okay. The Skater tree blessing bolsters. Yep. It is said that when the Skater tree crumbles from its core, that it will scatter across the entire realm of shadow. The people of the Erdtree collect the splinters and use them in prayer. Cool. Ah, you need two. Fine. I was wondering why it wasn't glowing. I guess that's the reason. Yeah, one of the things I got looked like a mix here. I think was it this? Yeah, enhances spontaneous guard. Don't have that, I think. More NPCs than I expected already.
You must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach. Formerly in service to Lord Moog, but now, like you, another soul guided by kindly Miquella. I'm hardly the steady hand I once was. My fighting days are far behind me, which is why I have chosen to dedicate myself to investigation, to discern tender Miquella's ultimate purpose. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new master unless I know that I can be of use. May I request a service of you? 6 crosses, identical to this one, have been discovered in these lands. They are akin to tender Miquella's footprints, or gravestones, which mark what he's left behind. If you discover any more crosses, be certain to tell me. I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Miquella is doing here.
Most definitely.
If you discover any, be certain to tell. I presume you just what kind.
Okay, and you, sir?
Hello there. Together, we work. Together, for Miquella the Kind. Many things we have found.
More. Here we go. What can we purchase? Yeah. First of all, let's grab this. It's only 1,000. Anything I'm not holding, honestly, I don't think my level's going to matter that much, like level 159. I think it's going to be more about finding those blessings. So I think any of this stuff I find, I'm just going to get it. Not arrows, but... yeah. I guess things that say easily found I shouldn't spend my money on. Yeah, I've got 45 of them.
I like finding things. For you, Lady Leda, her allies, and the Forager brood. Things bring joy to all.
Things bring joy to all.
I like for you, things. Goodbye.
Okay. Right, let's get up there. Get an ass whooping. I do feel like it's just not going to take that long before we hit a wall. Unless this is locked. Let's find out. Nope. Let's go. Okay. Hey, buddy. Nice design, though. I like it. Ooh. Yeah, as an arachnophobe, this is not my jam. I think some stomps are in order here. Come on then, lads. I mean, it's tailor-made for this type of work. Backtracking now. These guys aren't. Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Okay. Consume this ash at sites of grace to bolster your Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Okay. And Spectral Steed's abilities to deal and negate damage. Okay. I think for Torrent alone, it's probably useful. Let's give this a read anyway. Attacking ahead. Okay. Just in case that's what they meant. I don't think that's what they meant, but okay. I like these candle things. They're cool. I guess technically we're behind it. Can we get a sneaky one? Not quite a critical, but I'll take that. Just jump completely over me. The damage isn't too bad, if I'm being honest. I was kind of expecting a little more. Wait. I should probably check these incantations, honestly. I barely use them, but I should probably check them. Okay. Okay, the lion with the horns. I saw something like that in the promos. A fearsome looking boss. But for now, it's all good. That first enemy was a bit scary, but other than that, I think it's been a bit of a more pedestrian start than I expected in terms of difficulty. So that's a good thing, because we still have a ton of work to do for this DLC. We're like 1%, 2% of the way through. I won't open it just yet. Let's just check if it's locked or not, honestly. Yep. There you go, that's some real damage. Holy shit, man, this twin blade is so rapid. Whew. Fell in love with it all over again now that I'm actually using it two-handed as it should be used. It's not locking onto the right guy. I think the poise that this armor gives me as well is obviously very useful because it allows me to kind of just stand up and really unload those twin blade swipes. Especially in the DLC, man. Like, as you guys know, in general, I'm a by any means necessary kind of guy anyway with these games. Especially for a Soulsborne DLC. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. But I'll definitely, again, like reserve, like the absolute ace in the hole will be things like Mimic Tier. So I'll do my best to not use those, but I think mostly stuff outside of that is, in my mind, is pretty fair game for my own playstyle. Everyone is free to do as they wish. I ain't gatekeeping nobody. Oh. Okay. I think with that kind of stuff, my only criticism is when people do use things like, you know, the spirit summons Mimic Tears or co-op with friends or whatever it might be, and then they just call the game easy. That I don't like. But other than that, I don't really have a problem with people doing whatever they want. It's there to be used. Wow. A lot of death. I think the only problem is that when you're playing online again, those guys are ghostly, and there's a lot of ghostly looking figures in this game. In this DLC at least. Locked. Okay. Fine. So it definitely still seems to have the same style as the main game. I had heard one or two things about it being more like condensed and compact, which generally I don't think is a bad thing. But there's still like, it's very exploration heavy. Like there's a lot you can do. I'm honestly surprised it's taken this long to face a boss though, I will say that. Need to get out of there. So they still bleed. So, those two. I don't know, like, which one covers Holy. I feel like it's that one. Only trouble here is Mesmer Grease. I could get outnumbered if I'm not careful, so I need to move. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, I guess they were basically like guarding the entrance almost. But yeah, this is confusing me a little bit, like these guys versus the people playing online. I think again for the next session I'll probably as much as I do like it, I've always been very torn about the whole playing online or not thing. I still opted not to most of the time. I have no idea where I'm going. Ah, it's one of those. Holy shit. Okay, this guy's formidable. Okay. He turned in an instant there. Yeah, those blades look fearsome. I think until we see the first named boss here, can't draw too many conclusions. Yeah, I kind of feel like I have to kill everyone I find, even if they're just passive, because while I'm wandering around, they could just turn and start coming after me like that. But yeah, just look like lost souls. Wow. Double. Let's see how old Stompy Boy does against them. Pretty well. But they even take like frost. Interesting. Bye bye. Okay. The enemy density is high though here, like there's potential enemies like everywhere. Nice. Just gonna keep moving until I hit something that tells me I'm going the right way or the very wrong way. Don't know for now. The place is so dense. Once again, you can really tell that people are gonna have very different paths through here. Oh god. Up or down? Down's probably the wrong way. Okay. Oh, wait, have I unlocked a shortcut? Oh, shit. Nice. Okay. Well, there you go. I always love doing that. Excellent. I can change my mask to my helmet to use that if I really need it. Okay, let's continue. So far, so good. It's quite a somber atmosphere, especially once we entered this building. I'm kind of waiting for something to happen. Waiting for things to pop off. Okay, a little pop off there. Oh, the lock-on's been a bit of a bastard. Yeah, living dangerously here. Yep. Living a bit too dangerously here. Yeah. I didn't realize the second one was there. I was banking on just one big one that I've killed a bunch of times already. And then just stomping out the smaller ones while I'm there. But there you go. I was waiting for something to happen, and something did happen. So I've got to take this bit a little more slowly and take out these individual little scorpions. We'll have to see how much tougher the red one is. I think at this stage, if I do manage to somehow get enough runes to level up, I'll probably use them on like endurance and FP at this stage. Probably don't need them for the raw stats as much. Let me send this down. Right. Good. Let's take our time. A little better. Right, where is the red one? If I can, I'd rather bait this one out myself. More like it. Ah, there it is. Right, I want to zip in, get that item, get my runes, and then voit. Ugh. Yeah, okay. That one's using its tail to attack a lot more, which is more accurate. That one's better at poisoning you. Yeah, I don't even know how to craft the poison bonuses, for God's sake. Useless. Was that it? So all that for that bow, and that was it? I really thought this was going to lead somewhere else, but not the case. On we go. Okay, decided to keep this one with me, just so I can get some nice range. Oh, Ghost Flame! Went shot for shot there. Yeah, it took almost half my health, one of those hits, so clearly very dangerous. Yeah, no torrent in here. What I can do is snipe this guy out, hopefully. Oh, fuck. Ah, it survived. Of course it survived. Yeah, okay, buddy. Smithing stones, nice. And I guess the level of smithing stones they give you again is probably an indicator of how tough they are. They're giving you 3s and 4s. This is like low level basic stuff. Don't want to have to use it, but bye. Yeah, didn't come back. They're the version, they're the scarabs, the DLC. Oh, fuck. That I don't like. He's got that slow wind up that I hate. Ah, I thought I was just outside his range there. Tough customer. Look at him. So proud of himself. I'm proud of him too. That was nice. This is where the shortcut starts to come in. Because I had to take out all of those birds. And now it's that guy. So I think this time I'll try and sprint through. Get my runes back. I should be able to take him down, but I have to be very careful. Like, those guys are serious. Right. This could be very foolish. Let's see. Oh. Right, do I get something? I do. Ah, nice. Okay. Oh, that's rapid. That is rapid. And my timing's all wrong with this guy. And well, he's poisey as well, so I can't like out-poise him. Yeah, this guy, he's like Crucible Knight vibes. Yeah. Very tough customer. Ah, that missed. Bro. That one missed. Can't find a window to heal. Yeah, the one with the two swords I somehow beat more easily. I think I got a bit lucky with that one. Again. God's sake. I would kind of like to find a grace right now. Thought there might be a little path there. If I try to get the item, they're all going to go after me anyway, so I might as well go for this guy. Start. Get out. Yeah, I kind of forgot I had the pole ransack, so I thought I switched over to the other one. Really need a grace now. Ah, it's the continuation of this. Yeah. Okay, nice. So I think this is the primary route I want to take for now. Oh god, what are you? Ah, that thing fucked me up last time. I might try and sprint past this one so that I have a chance of going to the grace. I think this one's probably like you beat this one, then you get a grace at the top. That was my assumption. Yeah, I thought so. Wow, it just doesn't stop. I was right next to the grace anyway, so it's like, okay, let's fight, but... Scary looking mofos. Last, yeah, I mean I activated the grace, should be fine. Okay, we've got some blessings. Fine. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. for it. I won't go after it. I want to see if I can get a level up. I have almost 100,000 runes. I'd rather not give them away. Should have some runes here. Yeah, I got some runes. Thankfully I got a bunch of runes, but I don't want to use all of them. In case I need like upgrades and stuff. Ooh, just about enough. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for endurance and then mind. The goal is to basically not use a talisman slot for one of these things. That'd be nice. Alright, let's get in there. There we go, first boss of the DLC. Let's go. I think it is going to be the dancing lion horn looking thing.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the tower's sculpted keepers, and perched within, we beg of thee, rise. Dance and kavod, cleanse all, cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile company.
Wow. That's a strange looking enemy. So yeah, that's how much damage I did. Really cool design though. Bye bye. There you go. I did like 8% of his health bar. Honestly, I'll probably end the premiere there because yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be one of these where this is basically the easiest DLC boss, so you kind of just have to get stuck in and beat it, or this is already like, you need to be careful. Like, you need to just take some time. Yeah. I mean, if it can kill you that quickly with a health bar that big, my gut reaction is maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Oh man. I think I'm more so concerned with the damage here. It's got like dragon breath within like a normal attack. Holy. Even the frame rate couldn't keep up there. Are you serious? Are you serious? What? What is going on? What is happening? Holy smokes. Okay. I think the bleed chunks happening is a good sign. I don't think you're going to get enough time to bolt Grand Sex in this fight. Well, it looks to me like you're going to need some lightning protection. It would have been nice if I had the +2 versions of these, but... Just having a look to see if there's anything that's specifically like very good against lightning, but that also offers like good protection. Okay, so I'm going to give it 1 or 2 more attempts and I'm going to end this session here, because this thing is a beast, as the name suggests. Goodness. What is happening? I can't even land hits on it. I can't even land hits on him. I managed to survive the lightning onslaught this time, but yeah. That's hardcore stuff right there. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up this session here because honestly this fight might take me quite a while. I've given you guys a true taste of what to expect in the DLC, and that's partly obviously why I do these things, because I'm sure there's going to be some people that might see that and be excited by what they saw, or honestly be a little bit worried by what they saw. So I think I'm going to make a decision before the next session to see whether I should explore around a little bit more first and maybe try and get a little bit stronger, or whether I should kind of give this a few more goes and see if I can get any closer, because once that lightning stuff begins and those crazy wind tornado attacks and shit happen, I just don't know how I'm supposed to stand up to that madness, but we'll get there. So clearly the DLC has teeth, that's unsurprising, but we are going to do our best to get through it. Obviously New Game Plus is probably not helping here, but we'll see. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first episode and you will continue to enjoy the rest of the DLC. A final reminder to please hit that like button if you did enjoy the content, and I will see you guys for more very soon.